How's it going, everybody? It's Mystical here, and as promised, I'd start doing some more commentaries. People have been wanting me to do more of them. Started my 2-week vacation, so I have a bit more time to do these. And I wanted to start off with this one because it's kind of a recent event, at least within Call of Duty and the Modern Warfare Remastered game. If you're not interested in Call of Duty or Modern Warfare Remastered, that may not be as interesting to watch this, but something I wanted to talk about. So for those that don't know, I'm kind of impartial to some of the Call of Duty games. At least I should say impartial to playing them online. I definitely get my money's worth out of every game, Call of Duty game, when I get to play offline with the bots or whatever, because then I can just enjoy the game without, lag compensation, network issues, because for some reason Call of Duty games still don't use dedicated servers, even though Halo, Battlefield, I'm probably drawing blanks, but you get the idea. Most games, especially shooters these days, are using dedicated servers. If for some silly reason, like the most recent Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, it's still using player-to-player, which is extremely annoying, because if you've seen some of my gameplay from there, there's plenty of examples where I'll just get insta-killed. But that's not really even what this topic is about, but it's just kind of the background to my feelings about Call of Duty in general. I definitely have my favorites in the series, which I will get to real soon, and more of my least favorites, but basically the point is I do enjoy playing the games overall, and I will play them online if they have been proven to be enjoyable. But certain ones I tend to gravitate, especially after it's been several years. I don't really care to play online anymore either, because A, the player base is really small, so you're talking about lots of lag, or just because I can enjoy the game, the sandbox, and the DLC maps that I paid for, I can just straight up play with bots, and that's plenty good for me. I know some people need to play against other real players all the time, but usually putting bots on veteran or hardened, especially in some of the more recent CODs, the bots are smart enough where it can make fun, challenging matches. I don't really care to prove anything online, especially when the game's older. I just want to play the games that I paid for. But anyways, for me, when it comes to a correlation between Halo, because for people who I think the majority of people who subscribe to my channel, I'd want to say are here for the Halo gameplay. For me, Halo 3 is my favorite Halo game, which I'll probably have commentaries on that in the future. I still gotta do that series that I promised about my history with Halo and all the Halos in general, each one individual. But for me, the Modern Warfare series is like Halo 3 is to the Halo series for me. Hands down, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, and Modern Warfare 2 are my two favorites if I had to pick. And so I was super excited to see Modern Warfare Remastered Modern Warfare get remastered, basically. And I've been enjoying this game a lot. I mean, it's so awesome. I know most people don't give a crap, but for me, it's so awesome. Especially now that they added these 6, technically 7 with Winter Crash additional maps. Having all the original maps, all the weapons, all the kill streaks, just all the features that the game shipped with back in 2007. I can now play it with bots. So I know forever, literally forever, as long as my console doesn't die or there's no backwards compatibility, you know what I mean, as long as hardware permits, I can now play this game for life, basically, like I have done with other games, such as like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Star Wars Battlefront 2 from the old days, as examples, Age of Empires. I now can play Modern Warfare for life, which is so exciting to me, which I have been playing this game online a lot. I've uploaded plenty of those videos, so it's not just because of the bots, but this is a huge thing that got me a reason to even bother buying Infinite Warfare, because this is alone worth my money. So as I want to get into the actual topic of the video, which is Modern Warfare, is there's now these supply drops or supply depots or whatever they're called in the game. And I wanted to give my thoughts on it because I have done similar commentary in the past. If you guys want to watch it, it's on a playlist called Commentaries. I know people keep asking me for more commentaries, and I've noticed those videos don't have many views. You might have missed those. So there's lots of topics I've gone over in those, and one of them was about like the whole card system in shooters, or not even shooters, but these games these days, and I go over like how it's hilarious how people are spending more time than enemies unlocking cards than they actually playing the gameplay of the game. So that's basically my gist is I do not like supply drops or cards. I'd say between Mass Effect and the Halo 5 system, with those systems, those are okay, because, especially for Halo 5, because most of the cosmetic none of those weapons are and then for Mass Effect, that perpetuated all the free DLC maps, and you can literally unlock everything within a reasonable time, and getting credits per match was completely fair. But then, on the flip side, you have like freaking Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, and even Gears of War and shit. You get duplicates in cards, and there's all these, and especially for Black Ops 3, which infuriates me, you get, there are these weapons you can't just outright buy like you could in previous games. I talked about this in previous commentary. So I think there are 4 assault rifles and 3 SMGs, and there's a couple other shotguns and a ton of wasteful melee weapons which I think are stupid. Just, so you can't get a ranged weapon basically if you do unlock a DLC weapon in these cards. But there's all these weapons I don't even have in Black Ops 3 because I can't just buy it, and I refuse to pay real money in the cards. But anyways, so Modern Warfare Remaster in their latest update gave us the new map, which is awesome. And then the latest supply drops. And a lot of people got really angry. And I waited all day till I got home, download, and then I saw it. And it turns out that thankfully it's only cosmetic stuff. It's mostly camos, new character skins. Like you can now play as like females in the multiplayer, I guess. But there's no new weapons. There's like, I think 1 or 2 melee weapons, but they aren't, in the sense, they're actual new weapons. They're just the same mechanics as the melee weapon that the game currently has. So, for me, I'm not too bothered about it. It doesn't bother me as much as like the supply drops in Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3 has. But if it gets to the point, because there's been rumors, and also someone data mined the PC version and saw a bunch of weapons, like weapons that don't exist in the original Modern Warfare, if those get in the game, then I'm probably going to be really upset. One, for the fact that it's changing what this game was meant to be, just original Call of Duty form, with the same weapons, mechanics, gameplay, kill streaks, all that stuff. And 2, it's just right back to Black Ops 3 where there's all these weapons I would love to have, and now I'm never going to get them because it's a random card generator, and they game the system where if you're not paying real money, your chance of unlocking them is much, much lower, which I think is completely stupid. But basically, right now, it's not got me too worried, but I am worried for future updates if they do decide to change this game. I'm going to be very, very disappointed. And I guess that's basically the main point of my commentary here, is I'm going to be disappointed, but I'm not disappointed yet. I'm fine with the supply depot crap or whatever. If people want to pay real money for more camos, that's fine. I've actually done that in Advanced Warfare, because I can use those camos offline and I own them for life, and I'm not buying them through a card system. I literally go to the store. For $1, I can buy a skin that I really like to use. That's great. I think I did that with a lot with Call of Duty Ghosts too. But in the new Black Ops and Infinite Warfare, you can't buy them. You literally just have to get them in supply drops. And even worse, I don't think they even work offline. I think they at least made the weapons you get work offline. But if you get a camo in those stupid supply drops, they don't even work offline. So it's like, I'm not paying real money for something like this. And I believe it's the same with Call of Duty 4 right now. The cosmetic stuff does not work in the offline, which is super dumb. So they got female soldier skins, they've got all, tons of new camos for guns. you can't use them offline even if you unlock them in the card system, which I think is really dumb, because no online game will live forever, no matter how popular it was. Halo 3, for example, on the 360 was really popular. And granted, I was still playing that game in 2014 before Master Chief Collection came out, but it was getting pretty hard to even play that most popular game back then. I was getting in lobbies with lots of hackers and stuff. If I tried to play ranked, you'd get host booted off, and like it was becoming unplayable basically. And very few playlists outside of Team Slayer, Social Slayer, and Big Team were actually playable, so the other ones were almost impossible. So my point is, eventually the online in games will die, and everything that you've unlocked or paid for that only works online is completely useless. And maybe some people don't care that it's like that, but for me, when I buy something, I want to keep, especially with games that is, I have full expectation that I will get to keep that content for life. Unless, you know, specifically it's stated it's an online always game like an MMO or a MOBA, then duh. It would be kind of stupid to expect that you could pay, because you're buying a subscription. Most of them are subscriptions, even if you aren't. That it states it's that way. But for a game like this, it's a shooter, it has a single-player offline campaign, it comes with offline bots. There's no reason that I would expect that I could not play this game 10, 15, 20 years from now, because I'm still doing that with games like Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but I've been actually getting back into Star Wars Jedi Academy, and I think that game came out in like 2013. That's one of my favorite. It is actually a Jedi Knight, Outcast, and Academy, I should say. I started with Outcast in 2001 when it came out. I had my original discs. I'm still playing that, and I'm actually getting back into it and modding it, which is a lot of fun. I'm starting to model my own lightsaber hilt so I can use it and make a custom lightsaber color, but I'm getting off topic and getting a little excited. But what I'm saying is, as living proof, I know not everybody cares to play their older games, but I do. And I would not, what I'm trying to say, you should not be surprised if you see from 10 years now, I'm still uploading gameplay from Modern Warfare Remastered, the same way that I would with Star Wars Battlefront 2 or Jedi Academy, or on my single-player channel. For those that know, I have a single-player channel. I have Roller Coaster Tycoon, which was from 1999, so we're talking almost like two decades from now. So basically, the games I buy, I expect I can play them forever, outside of the external hardware issues, and even then, people find ways to get executables to work on newer hardware within Windows 10 or even Linux or something, you know. So I buy things in gaming for life. And that's why I'm super disappointed with these supply drop systems and stuff like that, or these card systems that games use, because they're only online and they're only temporary purchases if you're actually spending your good money on it, and that's why I refuse to do it. So I want to try and wrap this up, but at the same time, I kind of had to explain it all to get my point across. I know not everybody probably agrees, that's fine. But I wanted to do a topic on this with Modern Warfare. Right now, I'm okay with it, whatever. I'm very happy that I can play this game offline with bots, or, you know, even with another friend or something, and I still have all the base camos, weapons, all the maps, all that good stuff. But I am slightly disappointed that some of the cosmetic new additions they've added don't work offline, which is a shame. So only time will tell if Modern Warfare Remastered is going to get more crap. And if you're still listening to this is kind of where I want to segue. So, I'm going to be upset if they add new weapons in this game that you have to get through supply drops, or even if you don't. Going to be kind of upset, because then it's like, oh, well, it's changing the base game. And so what I'm hoping for is, instead of them, if they're wanting to get money, they should just make Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, because I really want that even more than the Modern Warfare Remastered. This game is great, and I'm having fun on it, but man, having Modern Warfare 2 Remastered with all its maps, all the kill streaks, all the camos, with full offline bot support, that is without a doubt my most favorite Call of Duty, outside of any future World War II games they may decide to make. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I hope within, next year or a couple of years it actually becomes a reality. And so far it hasn't been backwards compatible on Xbox. And they didn't do that with Call of Duty 4 either. And my guess is because Activision wants to remaster it. And so I'm saying, okay, Activision, instead of all these dumb supply drops, why not just make another game with all these weapons? Instead of trying to put them in Modern Warfare Remaster, why don't you make more money and just make Modern Warfare 2 Remastered? Please, just do that. And if they want to make even more crazy weapons that are still within the Modern Warfare era, why don't they just make Modern Warfare 4? Just make a new Modern Warfare, and they can put all the Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare, I don't mean the Call of Duty 4, but just, modern times weapons. Just make a new Modern Warfare game. And then you can get tons of people to buy that and get even more money than you would probably within the supply drop system. But I don't know the actual stats that they make off of these. I'm sure they make tons of money off of supply drops, but I would much this game as original as it is, and they make a Modern Warfare 2 remaster next. Maybe if they want to do Modern Warfare 3, I would see that as icing on the cake. I haven't played that game in a while, but maybe I should start uploading more gameplay of it. I always think of games that multiplayer games I haven't played that in a while. I should probably get more gameplay. But that would be icing on the cake, and then they should just make a new Modern Warfare game then, put all the DLC weapons to their heart's content they want. But basically that's all I've got left to say on this topic. Hopefully I made sense. Maybe you guys agree with me. Maybe you guys don't even care because you don't like Call of Duty or you don't play Modern Warfare Remastered. But right now, the supply drops in it, I'm not worried. I can still play the base game offline, unaltered, in its remastered form. And online, I have several matches which I will upload in the coming weeks that I played online since the supply drop, and there really was no difference. The only difference is I heard some female soldiers, screaming because there's female models, but who cares? There's no DLC weapons. I didn't see anybody attempting to melee me or something stupid like that. And for the most part, I think unlocking those card packs, it's still pretty decently reasonable within playtime. So right now it's not crazy, so we'll see where it goes. And if you made it to the end of this video, I want to give you a little preview that I do have another commentary on the way that I will literally just be recording right after this one. So by the time this is uploaded to YouTube, that'll have been recorded. And so within the next day or so, I'll have another commentary. And that one will be about casual versus competitive, both within games and my stance. Am I a casual player or a competitive player? I'll let you guys guess for a couple days if you care, but it may surprise you. But that's going to be my next planned commentary. So I hope you guys enjoy this. There will be more Modern Warfare Remastered gameplay. Right off the bat, I'm going to get the 7 maps that you kind of previewed in this commentary. I'm going to get those 7 maps uploaded first, and then I've got a lot of going into playlists, and I've got the new maps mixed with the old ones because it's in a playlist. But there will always be more Modern Warfare Remastered gameplay because I've been enjoying this game a lot. Definitely love the boots on the ground. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you made it to this almost 20-minute commentary, more commentaries on the way, like I said. So I'll see you next time. Later.